Welcome in folks to another Fallout 76 video, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the best ways to utilize your carry weight when it comes to my Junkies Heavy Gunner build. But before we get into the video, if you can remember to click that like button so that more people in the Fallout 76 community can see this, and if you feel you're missing out on videos, consider clicking that bell notification button so that you can keep up to date whenever I post a new video. So as always folks, let's get into it! Before we get into today's video, I want to say a big shout out to the user Being Legit, who requested if I could make a video like this and show you why my carry weight for my heavy gunner build sits at the figure that it does. So thank you Being Legit, and I would be happy to. If you want to check out my Junkies Heavy Gunner build video, the perk cards for the build, armor and more, you can find it here at the top right hand corner of the screen, and also I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. I would also recommend checking out my Junkies Sneak Rifle build video, where I go into all the addictions and mutations for this build, which you can also find here at the top right hand corner of the screen, and I'll also leave a link to that in the description below. So let's take a look at our carry weight. So to kick things off, we'll start off with the basic stats. Now, we're going to be getting a little bit mathematical with this, but I've made sure to show you all in depth where each of these points of strength are coming from. As you can see, my carry weight is currently sitting at a max of 338, and this is without any carry weight buffs such as the weight bench buff, carry weight boosters, chem buffs, or even team buffs. The core thing to remember with any build when it comes to carry weight is the amount of points that you have allocated into strength. Remember, each point of strength increases carry weight by 5, so taking into consideration the amount of points I currently have allocated into strength, which is 15, so 15 times 5, which equals 75, if you add that to 150, which is the max that your character can go to, and add the calibrated shocks mod, which is 50 per leg, and add our points of strength along with the mutation marsupial, which automatically gives us plus 20 to carry weight, this should give us 345. However, you can notice that my carry weight is at 338. Well, this is the thing. With being a Junkies build, and especially with the addictions and mutations I have in place, which as you can see by my effects is giving me a total of -4 to strength, which brings my strength down from 15 to 11, and taking into consideration that each point of strength gives us plus 5, that should bring us down to 318. But why shouldn't it be 318 then? Well, that's because of the perk card Rejuvenated, which when used gives us extra benefits from being fully fed and fully hydrated, which is giving me an extra point of strength back, which makes the total amount of points in strength brings that back up to 12. So 12 times 5, which equals 60, plus everything mentioned above brings my carry weight to 330, plus one of the pieces of power armor that I'm currently using is giving me +1 to strength, so that is giving me 5 extra points, which brings my total back up to 335. I would also note that trying to roll pieces with +1 to strength would be highly beneficial, as this will give you a total of plus 25 pounds to your carry weight if you manage to craft 5 pieces of armor with +1 to strength. Now, I do know we're still missing 3 pounds because as you can see on screen, it's still sitting at 338. This is due to the mitigation that the perk card Class Freak is giving us, which when maxed out reduces the negative effects of your mutations by 75%. So taking into consideration that extra point of strength we're getting, 75% of 5, which is 3.75, will round that to 3 instead of 4 because of the negative effects we're getting from our mutations. That gives us 3 points, or 3 pounds if you want to say, which equals to 338. So that's our total that we're currently sitting at. Now let's move on to the buffs and how you can increase this even more. The first thing you want to do when it comes to increasing your carry weight is essentially joining a public team. When you join a public team and taking into consideration your mutations working in synergy with the perk card Strange in Numbers, which when equipped will make the positive mutation effects 25% stronger, this will give you +3 to your strength. So 5 times 3, which is 15, you can then see that our carry weight will increase to 353. But remember, taking into consideration that we're still receiving negative effects from our addictions, this will bring our carry weight to 351. So make sure to join a team, even if it's just for those benefits, and the more players that are on a team, these numbers will even increase more. But when we use the likes of a weight bench buff, which gives us +2 to our strength, this will give us an extra £10, because 5 times 2 equals 10. That will then bring us up to 361. If we use a chem like Psycho Buff that can increase our strength even more by +3, that will bring our carry weight up to 381. And even if we add in the likes of a carry weight booster, which can give us +50 to our carry weight, this will then bring us up to 431. Now bear in mind that Psycho Buff will only last for 3 minutes, carry weight boosters will only last for 30 minutes, and your weight bench buff will only last for 30 minutes. So these are all temporary strength buffs that you can utilize to increase your carry weight. You can also cook the likes of meals that will give you strength buffs, but take into consideration whether or not you have the mutations herbivore or carnivore equipped, because if you have herbivore equipped, you can only consume plant-based meals to receive any benefits from it, and also if you have carnivore equipped, you can only consume meat-based meals to receive the same amount of benefits. I would also recommend equipping at least one of these mutations, as going with either or means you gain twice the benefits from either source of food. And there you have it, folks. That's an in-depth look into the best ways you can utilize your carry weight when it comes to my Junkies Heavy Gunner build. Hopefully this video has helped you understand how to maximize your carry weight, and if you liked this video and found it beneficial, consider hitting the subscribe button for more Fallout 76 build and guide videos in the future. I've now moved to streaming 3 days a week over on Twitch, so that I can focus more on putting out Fallout content over here on YouTube. So if you want to see my schedule for when I go live, and want to see this build and other builds like this in action, or even just want to hang out with some of the Fallout community, I'll leave a link to my Twitch in the description below. If you want to also connect with more people who play Fallout 76 and want to join our community, you can join my Discord server, which I'll leave in a link in the description below. If you like the work I produce and want to support me in a more personal way, you can now subscribe to me on Patreon. Patreon members will get a host of benefits, such as access to Patreon-only channels in my Discord server, where you can connect with other Patreon members and much more. I want to also say a massive thank you to all of my supporters and community members, because with your incredible support, I've now become a Bethesda brand ambassador. So if you find yourself purchasing any items on the Bethesda store, and as a way to say thank you to you, the fans and the viewers, you can use my code BTPineapple up until May 9th to receive 20% off your purchases at checkout. And when using my code, I'll also receive a little kickback anytime you use my code. So to you, all of the fans, thank you and enjoy. I will also make sure to update my code at the end of each of my videos. However, if you're watching this video after May 9th, the code on screen will have expired, so make sure to check out future videos. I want to also say a massive thank you to all of my followers over on Twitch and here on YouTube, as it means the world to me that you enjoy my content and the work that I produce. And lastly, to you, the viewer, the person who stumbled upon this video, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, Vault Dwellers, stay safe out there in the wasteland, and I'll catch you all in the next video.